Suppose I told you that your name was not merely a series of sounds, that it contained the blueprint of your fate, that with each time it is uttered, it constructs the very reality in which you exist? Across time, names have been imbued with near magical authority. Rulers and kings have altered their names in an attempt to change their fortune. Ancient cultures conducted sacred naming rituals, feeling that the proper name could invoke divine protection, but the improper name would bring calamity. Even in fairy tales and legends, knowing an individual's true name provides ultimate control over him or her. Why is that? Why have so many cultures put such great importance on names? Is it possible that your name is not only a label, but a vibration, a special frequency that determines the direction of your life? In this video, we will reveal the esoteric power concealed in your name. We will uncover ancient practices that knew the holy essence of names, expose the unseen energetic dynamics involved, and most importantly, teach you how to use the energy of your very own name for more alignment, clarity, and personal growth. Get ready to view your name in a whole new light. Names have long held a meaning beyond just identification. In ancient societies, they were not only terms, but living symbols, and they carried power, intention, and fate. Let's use the ancient Egyptians. They used to believe that an individual had various parts of their soul, one of the most significant of which was the Ren, the true name. To possess a person's Ren was to have a part of their soul, and to remove it from history was to doom them to oblivion. This is why pharaohs and great men had their names carved onto temples and monuments, so they would live forever. But if one's enemy wanted to annihilate them utterly, their name would be gouged out, as if removing their very being from the world. In Hinduism and Vedic beliefs, names are not assigned randomly. They are assigned according to nakshatras, the lunar constellations that occur at birth. It is felt that the proper name aligns an individual with his, her cosmic path, so that she can flow in harmony with the universe. This is reflected in most indigenous cultures, where naming ceremonies are spiritual rituals conducted with profound religious importance. The Bible is also replete with accounts of names being altered to signify a spiritual rebirth. Abram was renamed Abraham, Sarai was renamed Sarah, Jacob was renamed Israel, and Simon was renamed Peter. Every name change indicated a change in fate, a new identity infused with divine mission. Even in occult practices, initiates tend to adopt new names when they achieve higher levels of comprehension, as if casting off an old skin and entering their true selves. In Kabbalistic mysticism, the Hebrew alphabet is said to possess sacred vibrations, each letter associated with cosmic forces. A name is more than a word, it is an equation, a code that carries the spirit of a human soul. To alter even a single letter will change the vibration of a name and redirect the course of a life. This principle carries over into numerology, where every letter is associated with a number. And through breaking down a name, one is able to see concealed patterns and messages regarding the personality, assets, and even destiny of a human. Most numerology followers do modify the spellings of their names, or even take up new names for themselves to adjust to more desirable vibrations. In today's modern era too, we realize instinctively how much power resides in names. Why do pop stars, authors, and spirituality teachers tend to change their names? It is because names determine perception, not only how we are perceived by others, but also how we perceive ourselves. So what is this going to do for you? If your name contains a different vibration, then each time it is used, it reminds us of that energy. But is the vibration of your name really of you? And more directly, how can you apply this information to shift your life? Consider for a moment that everything in the universe is vibration. From the vibration of the planets to the rhythm of your heartbeat, everything is in a state of frequency. Your name is a frequency as well, a particular energetic signature that resonates throughout the fabric of reality each time it is uttered. This is not spiritual mumbo-jumbo. Even science today recognizes the power of vibration and sound. The study of cymatics shows how the physical world is affected by sound waves, forming complex geometric patterns when a specific frequency is used. If the physical realm can be shaped by sound, just think of what the vibration of your own name is affecting your energy field with each time it is spoken. Consider how names sound. The name Alexander has a different vibe than Leo. Sophia sounds different from Raven. This is because names carry specific vibrational characteristics that resonate with the consciousness of the individual who bears the name, and also of those who utter it. Your name is among the most often repeated sounds in your life. It is repeated by your parents, friends, teachers, lovers, continuously affirming an energetic identity. From a young age, how you are addressed can even influence the way you perceive yourself. Was your name invoked with love and support, or did it habitually accompany criticism? These vibrations have the power to imprint themselves into your subconscious, influencing confidence, self-worth, and even decisions you make. In esoteric teachings, names are said to be energy anchors that tie you to certain frequencies. That is why most spiritual seekers and mystics take on new names when they achieve a higher level of consciousness. The old name is an old vibration, a previous self that no longer exists for them. By adopting a new name, they change their energy field, attuning to a new path. Think of spiritual leaders such as Gautama becoming the Buddha, or Siddhartha renaming himself after enlightenment. In mystical orders, initiates are assigned secret names, thought to possess sacred power, protecting them from lower vibrations while augmenting their spiritual potential. There is also a reason why certain names bring up immediate feelings or archetypal energies. Damien would feel inherently different from Gabriel, for instance. In numerology and in occult practices, each letter has a vibrational weight. The combination of these vibrations affects personality, life challenges, and even fate. Perhaps you've experienced the feeling of not being attached to your name, or like your name does not entirely suit who you are. This might be due to the fact that the vibration of your name does not match who you are as a person. There are some individuals who intuitively alter their names, cutting them short, employing nicknames, or even taking on an altogether different name without realizing they are intuitively attempting to correct their energetic signature. But how can you tell if your name is really working for you? And how can you change the vibration of your name to get a more aligned, empowered reality? Now that we know that names are not just labels, but are vibrational frequencies that are forming our identity, let's dive in. How does your name actually affect your subconscious mind, your relationships, and even your destiny? The instant your name is called, it releases a frequency that engages with the world around you. This vibration is not only in the air, it penetrates your subconscious mind. Imagine your subconscious mind like a vast, ancient ocean. Whenever someone uses your name, it is as if a pebble is thrown into the ocean, producing ripples that configure the waters of your inner world. We have discovered through psychology that we react to our names on an unconscious level. Neurolinguistic studies indicate that hearing one's own name engages certain parts of the brain associated with self-conception and emotional processing. This implies that your name is always reinforcing a certain image of yourself, either empowering or constricting. Names also affect the way other people see us. A simple shift in a name can change a first impression. Studies have shown that people with certain names are more likely to be hired, trusted, or even treated with more respect. But beyond social perception, names carry deep energetic significance. In numerology, each letter of your name corresponds to a number, and these numbers create a vibrational pattern. The total sum of your name's numerical value reveals aspects of your personality, life path, and karmic lessons. For example, in Pythagorean numerology, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, all the way to Z equals 26. By summing up the digits of your complete name and bringing them to a single digit, you can reveal your destiny number, one of the solutions to your life's mission. For instance, your complete name sums up to 5. Number 5 is a symbol of freedom, flexibility, and love for learning. If your number is 7, it represents profound wisdom, contemplation, and affinity for the realms beyond. Each number has a certain energy that affects how you navigate life. Individuals who are out of balance with their name may find that the numerological vibration of their name is not in harmony with their soul's journey. By making a slight modification to a name, adding or subtracting a letter, or employing a different spelling, one can subtly change their energetic frequency. That is why numerous spiritual teachers and numerologists recommend changing a name to more closely match an individual's higher self. Throughout history, individuals who have experienced significant transformations tend to change their names. Whether it's a spiritual rebirth, a new chapter in life, or an interpersonal transformation, a new name represents a rebirth. Malcolm Little transformed into Malcolm X, embracing his revolutionary persona, Cassius Clay. Clay transformed into Muhammad Ali, embracing his higher spiritual calling. Mark Sinclair transformed into Vin Diesel, taking on a more powerful, brasher character. Even everyday individuals, when making dramatic changes in their lives, find themselves compelled to rename themselves. Others change after experiences of trauma, spiritual awakening, or drastic life change. Others employ initials, nicknames, or different spellings to refine their high-energy presence. But what if you don't wish to completely change your name? Are there methods to engage with the energy of your current name to reveal its full potential? Now that you are aware of the vibrational power of your name, how do you work consciously with it to build a more aligned and empowered reality? Below are a few practical techniques for tapping into the energy of your name and shifting your life. 1. Become aware of the hidden energy of your name. Before you can change anything, you need to know your current vibration of your name. You can find this out by listening to how it sounds when you say it out loud. Does it feel close to you, or does it sound far away? Watching how other people say it, is it said with confidence, respect, warmth, or uncertainty? Discovering numerology, compute the numerical value of your name to reveal underlying patterns. Does it match your objectives and personality? If your name feels disconnected from your true self, it may be time to refine its vibration. 2. Name cleansing ritual, removing negative energies. If your name has been spoken in anger, ridicule, or negativity, those vibrations can linger in your subconscious. You may purify the energy of your name with this easy ritual. Write your full name on a piece of paper, hold a bowl of water, or put the paper in a small dish of salt. Say your name out loud with intention, followed by affirmations like, "I cleanse my name of all past negativity. My name has no negative, depleting power." Burn the paper in safety or disperse the salt in water, imagining the worn-out energy coming out. Utter your name a few times with love and power, anchoring its fresh vibration. This ceremony is especially potent if you ever felt weighed down by your name, or if it's been linked to some past struggle. 3. Charging your name's energy. If you feel your name isn't quite reaching your full potential, you can charge its vibration. Adjust the pronunciation, and altering the manner in which you pronounce your name can alter its vibration. Practice pronouncing it stronger, clearer, or more musical. Add or drop a letter. Most spiritual practitioners change the spelling of their name to generate a more positive vibration. A slight adjustment can quietly alter your energy. Use a spiritual or symbolic name in sacred places. Some individuals have a special meditation name, rituals, or spiritual practice. They use this as a way of connecting to higher frequency when the need arises. The energy of writing and speech, your intentional name. The energy of your name gets strengthened every time it is written or said. You can utilize it consciously. Daily, write your name in a journal with positive affirmations. Include your name in meditation by repeating it to yourself with love and appreciation. Use your name confidently, particularly prior to major events or decisions. You can also see your name in golden light above your head, giving it power, clarity, and divine alignment. 5. Adopting a new name or alter ego for transformation. If you strongly feel disconnected from your existing name, you can adopt a new one. This does not equate to legally altering it. Some individuals merely go by a different name in certain situations. For example, within the realm of art, spirituality, or self-help. What name does the real me want to be? Does this name hold the energy that I wish to embody? Am I prepared to receive a new vibration in my life? Some spiritual seekers have found that taking an intentional name can serve as a catalyst for deep change. Your name is one of the strongest frequencies on your timeline, period. Whether you retain it, change it, or change it entirely. The secret is to claim it with intention. Say it with strength, fill it with intention. Let it be a genuine expression of your best self. In the final and next section, we will recap the main points and leave you with a strong message on how to carry on this path of self-discovery. Your name is not only a word, it is an energetic signature, a key unlocking facets of your consciousness and creating your reality. Each time it is spoken, written, or thought, it creates waves in the universe, consolidating the identity and energy you are. In history, names have been handled with respect, ranging from ancient Egyptian Ren names guaranteeing immortality to sacred Vedic naming, rituals that coordinated people with celestial forces, be it through numerology, sound vibration, or unconscious conditioning. Your name bears a power far greater than what most are aware of. However, the question is your name actually working for you? If you feel in tune with your name, accept it completely. Say it with confidence, use it with purpose, and acknowledge its energy, its ability to influence your energy field. If you do not, however, feel that your name aligns with your highest self, you now possess the methods to change its vibration, whether cleansing rituals, modifying pronunciation, or even a new name. Take a few moments for the next several days to really notice how your name feels when said. Notice how others pronounce it, how it feels in your heart, and if it holds the energy you desire to hold. Refine and empower it if necessary, in small increments. And don't forget, a name is not a label, it is a living frequency. When you intend to own it, it's a tool of transformation, directing you toward becoming a more aligned and potent you. What will you do with the power secreted in your name? If you enjoyed watching this video as informative, put your comments. Have you ever felt disconnected from your name? Have you ever changed or adjusted it for spiritual or personal reasons? Let's keep the conversation going below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay aligned, stay empowered, and keep seeking the hidden truths. Subscribe the YouTube channel and share